When we talk about past events in past simple, we normally add ed at the end of the verbs. But it can't all be that easy, can it? There's a long list of irregular verbs, verbs that don't follow that regular pattern, and you have to learn them by heart. Now, in this video, we can't go through all of them, but we are going to see the most common, find certain patterns that are repeated throughout them, and find some general common mistakes. So let's get right to it. To begin with, the three most common verbs are to be, to do, and to have. As we discussed in a previous video, the verb to be can be either was or were. The verb to have turns to had, and do turns to did. We also have other common verbs like make, which turns into made, and go, that turns into went. There are patterns in verbs that end in d or in end, where we turn the d into a t, like bend turns into bent, build turns into built, lend turns into lent, spend into spent, and send into sent. Sometimes verbs can be regular in the USA but irregular in the UK, such as the case of learn, which is learned in American English but learnt in British English. In this category, we have examples like burn, that turns into burnt, smell, that turns into smelt, spell, which turns into spelt, spill, which is spilt, and spoil, which is spoiled, all in the UK English. We also have verbs that end with OUGHT, or ought. In this category, we have verbs like buy, which turns into bought, think, thought, bring, brought, teach, taught, catch, caught, seek, sought, fight, fought. Another common change is the vowel sounds. Some common changes in vowels are come, that turns into came, or run, that turns into ran. In this category, there is a common transition from I to A. In the cases of begin, which turns into began, drink, that turns into drank, sing into sang, ring into rang, and swim into swam. In the same way, there are verbs that have a long E sound that turns into a short E sound. For example, bleed, that turns into bled, or feed into fed, or flee into fled. Next, we have a set of verbs that don't change in their past form, such as put, let, set, cut, hit, cost, shut up, hurt, and fit. Read, in writing, doesn't change. However, it changes in pronunciation. The word in the past would be red, such as the color. To finish, we have two verbs that cause a lot of problems: feel and fall. Feel in the past form is felt, while fall in the past form is fell. As you can see, there are many variations and so many other verbs that still need to be discovered. For that, I encourage you to look at the list and find common patterns to identify similar characteristics in different forms of past forms. For this, we have a list at the end of this video which you can look at and practice. Practice and practice.